episode of Poncho's Paint Booth. With me, your host, where we do hobbies and painting and all that sort of stuff. Or, well, I do, anyway. You guys just kind of sit there and watch. Also, this is another small commissions episode in which I basically do, well, as you guessed, it's small commissions. Which means that these are commissions where I'm not doing like a full paint job for anybody. It's more just a just kind of like getting stuff ready. Especially, well, most of what I play is Warhammer 40k. You know, I play in tournaments every once in a while, and one of the main things that we need is to have a 3-color standard, or one of the main rules for entry is a 3-color standard on your entire army. So everything has to have at least 3 colors on it. And these commissions are basically just meeting that. So nothing too huge or anything like that. Still got stuff in my throat. But before we get started, if you haven't done so already, go to the corner, like and subscribe to Multi-Murdy Media. That's the channel that you're watching right here, right now. You will get this playlist, as well as the video playlist for my podcast, Jankety Ass Podcast, and the Gutsy Ass Gamer, which is my video games and playthrough and all that stuff like that. Good times. And if you stay tuned to the end of the episode, you'll get all the links to my socials and my website, which also has links to everything, as well as the model gallery of stuff that I've done here on the show and some before. Basically everything that's like up to standard, as far as I'm concerned. Okay, so let's go ahead and see what I am working on today. This time we have the Necron Annihilation Barge. 2 of them, actually. And my camera is out of focus again. Or it's in focus, but not where I want it to be. Where are you? Oh, here we go. There we go. So it's a little bit blurry on the table, but whenever I come up here and actually show you what's going on, you can see it nice and clearly. So the Annihilation Barge is basically just a floating gun platform. I also have one of these on my own, but I haven't really used it in a while. I don't like the way that the new rules are, but this isn't for me, so who cares? And I got 2 of them this time. Now, the first step in this commission that he wanted me to do was to, well, as I said before, they came with the gunmetal base layer already on there. And the first step, which I did beforehand, was to basically just cover the whole thing in our Nuln Oil black wash. And so that fills in like all the cracks and crevices and stuff like that, and gives all the rest of the model a nice weathered look like this. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go back in with the gunmetal paint, and we are going to dry brush over the entire models. And what this is going to do is bring back a lot of the edges all over these guys. So basically the wash, or the what are these things called again? The shade provided the negative detail, and now the dry brushing is going to provide the positive detail. So nothing new for you guys. Let's go ahead and get into it. There we go. Got a little bit of detail back in these guys. It is kind of difficult to make out, but the edges are a little bit more standing out. So, what I'm going to do is, well, take a break, let these guys sit for a minute, and then we will come back and add in the fun stuff, really. So, we'll be back in a moment. Are you listening to this show and thinking, man, I'd like to start a podcast, but I don't even know where to start? Well, Buzzsprout has the answers for you. Buzzsprout is a podcast hosting service that provides a number of valuable resources to help you on your podcasting career path. For one, Buzzsprout offers indefinite hosting of all your episodes and allows you to host as much material as you want, depending on the type of subscription that you opt for. Buzzsprout also provides a means for getting your show hosted to every major podcasting platforms such as iTunes, Pandora, Spotify, you name it. In addition, Buzzsprout also provides various means to get your show monetized through various sponsorship and affiliate programs, links to other paid hosting platforms such as Patreon and YouTube, and your own personal newsroom to learn all the tips and tricks for optimizing your podcast for the greatest return on your investment. If you're hearing all this and you're still interested, you can go to my link below and receive an Amazon gift card for starting a podcast hosting subscription that you'll receive on the second billing period of your podcast journey. Everyone has something to share, and there's no time like the present. Join Buzzsprout today. Alright guys, so we've basically done like all of our metal details on these guys. We got some washes in, some dry brushing in, and so now what we're going to do is, well, actually finish. What I'm going to do is add in the red effects, right? Oof, pardon me. So that's going to look like it. Well, actually, I'll kind of show you. To get the color that we're going for, it's going to be a 1-to-1 mix of evil. Wow. My goddamn camera. Hold on, guys. Let me get this thing. Oh, I bet if I actually select the camera every time, you'd think it would save my settings. There we go. There we go. A little blurry now, but so it's a 1-to-1 of orange red and evil sun scarlet. And what that's basically going to look like is like a sneeze. That would actually be a bad sneeze if it was red. But this is going to be like a nice reddish orange color. And that's going to be used for two things. One is to provide a layer paint onto some of the details on here. So like you'll see, there's random viewing lenses like up here, some orbs, a bunch of balls in the controls or whatever, and also kind of around the guns, like especially the coils in the back of the Tesla gun. I'm going to do it with the red, a little bit on these clips, and then also the Gauss on the bottom. Let's see, and the pilots also have some eye lenses on there too, so we'll be hitting that. It'll be a layer of this and then a dry brush around the same areas to kind of create a fake glowing effect, which is not my usual MO, but hey, what the client wants, right? And it's easy, so let's go ahead and do the deed. Alrighty. So we got ourselves some reds down. And there is one more small detail, which I'm going to wait to do. Come back and do it in a bit, because I'm kind of working on this whole commission all at the same time. Bit of a pain in the ass, but leave that on, actually. But, so you can see what I did. We added some red to some key points all over the model, a little bit under there. And then I went ahead and dry brushed on the same color to create a bit of a glow effect. Let me see. Yeah, so like right here, it is a little bit dirty, I'll admit, but it works. And like in the faces, you can kind of see. And same with both of these. So, the last thing we have to do to the glow is to add a small highlight. Actually, you know what? I'm going to go ahead and do it now. It's basically nothing. And what that's going to be is, where is the color? So this one. Shit. Where did I put it? Oh, here we go. For this, we're going to be using our moon dust yellow, and it's it's bright, but it's not saturated yellow. So it is kind of interesting. Like, I'll give you an example. So this is my like super bright yellow, babe blonde, and as you can see, it's more. This one's more saturated than the moon dust. It's closer to white than yellow. It's like a halfway or something like that. But whenever I dry brush it over the red, it does create like a slightly more vibrant yellow, but it still gives like a semi-white highlight effect. But you'll see. So what I'm going to do is just kind of lightly apply this to a bunch of the different areas that I did the red on. Hopefully without getting too much. Oh, good. It's not too wet. Let's see what I can do with this. Alright, that's all there is to it. So we've got, pardon me, that is our Necron Annihilation Barges complete for this commission, and another episode of Small Commissions complete. Let me go back up to just my beautiful face. So, once again, that's been another episode of the Ponchos Paint Booth, as you can see above me. And also, once again, if you haven't done so already, go to the corner, like and subscribe, Multi-Murdy Media. That's the channel that you're watching right now, here on YouTube. You will get this playlist along with a few others. All my content. Good times. And at the end of the show here, at the end of the episode, we got links to all my socials for, well, public socials, or business socials, I should say. I don't really believe in private socials. That's stupid. And it's an oxymoron, too, when you think about it. But, yeah, links to all my socials and my website, so you can check out. You get updates to when stuff comes out and all my work there. So, check all that out. And well, I got some more to work on, which means that there is more stuff coming up for you to see eventually here. So stay tuned and see you again soon.